Assalamu alaikum. Today we're doing a new section and it's called probability. It's quite nice and easy. Okay, so when you talk about probability, we mean the chances of something happening. So I'm going to use a dice to explain what we are talking about. Okay, so when we have a dice, if you have one at home, please have a look at it. Right, so if you have a dice, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 6 sides on a dice, right? And each side has a different number. So they have a 1 dot, 2 dots that are representing 1, 2. Okay, so it's representing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so these are called the possibilities. When we roll a dice, okay, we have 6 possibilities. So if you're playing a game of Monopoly or any game that you play with the dice, when you want to roll the dice, you have a possibility or a chance of rolling that dice. There are 6 possibilities. You can either roll a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, or 6. It's something that we don't know, right? So it's a chance we're taking. We're going to roll the dice and we hope for the best, but it can be any one of these numbers. You can roll a 1, sometimes you can roll a 4, you can roll a 5. So when you're rolling a dice, okay, because the dice has 6 sides, we say that there are 6 possibilities to roll the dice, okay? Now we want to know what is the chances or the probability of having a 1 when we're throwing the dice, or we're throwing a 2, or we're throwing a 3. So I'm asked, the question is, what is the possibility of me throwing the dice and getting a 1? Okay, so when I look at that, that's what it means to calculate probability. So let's look at rolling the dice on number 1. Okay, so if I say I want to roll 1 on the side, right, of a dice, okay, what I am saying is that there's only 1 chance out of 6 possibilities. So why am I saying that? So first of all, we said there's 6 possibilities that can happen when you throw the dice. And then what is the chance of it being 1? Only 1 chance out of 6, right? Okay, so it means the number of chances that I have to throw the dice on number 1 is 1, because it's only got 1 time. Say for instance that there was 2 sides that had 1. My number of chances would be 2 out of 6. So on a dice, it's always 1 chance out of 6. So then the top part is showing you the number of chances or ways you have of throwing a 1. Okay, so you're going to look at the possibilities and see how many times can I throw a 1. And in the dice, it's only 1 time. And the bottom part of the probability is showing you the total number of possibilities. So it means that on a dice I have 6 sides. So there's 6 possibilities, right? So 1 out of 6 would be that I can throw a 1. So if I want to write that as a decimal, I'm just dividing 1 over 6 and you're writing it in your calculator and you're getting 0.17. So the probability of a dice landing on 1 is 1 chance out of 6 possibilities. And how do we write it as probability? 1 over 6, and we write it as 0.17. Let's look at number 2, right? Okay, so what we have is to roll a dice on 2. Again, how many chances do I have of getting the dice to roll on 2? Only 1 chance, right? Here's it here. I've only got 1 chance of getting it on 2. So it's 1 chance, and how many possibilities are there? I can get either one of these numbers here, so my possibilities are 6. So my probability will be written again as 1 chance over 6 possibilities, and again I can write it as 0.17. So what it means that any number on the dice has a probability of being 1 out of 6. I've got 1 chance out of 6 possibilities. Okay, so when in your textbook you'll see how they write it down, the probability, how you calculate the probability. On the top part we're writing number of ways something can happen. So if you're using the dice as an example, how many times can it be that I throw a 1? It's only 1, right? Or a 2, only 1, or 3, only 1. So that's the number of ways I can throw the dice on that particular number, divided by the total number of possibilities. So we're dividing it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. My total possibilities on a dice is 6. Okay, let's look at